It's okay, I'm still gliding. What I want to know is why are there bottomless pits in Music Plant? Like, yeah, feel free to go around, check out the instruments, listen to the music, see a show. Just be careful of the bottomless pits. We had a few sinkholes lately. We're still working on it. Haven't gotten anything barred off yet, so just keep an eye out. Also, you have to sign this waiver before you can get into the park. Thanks. Don't worry about it. It's just a bunch of legalese. Yeah, that's what it's for. But you know, that shouldn't be a problem. You know, like I said, have some common sense. You know, we're just doing this for safety purposes, and just to be sure people are aware that there are pits to the center of the earth where you will never retrieve the bodies. Anyway, welcome to Music Plant. Enjoy your stay. Also, we're hiring a new mascot. The other one, he disappeared one day while he was on the job. I'm sure it has nothing to do with the pit. Don't worry about it. Right, like, you get their autograph, and then they fall into the pit, and suddenly that autograph is worth a hell of a lot more on eBay. Oh, yeah, and, the saucer machine that shoots out, like, razor blades. Yeah, that's not a big... That happens sometimes. We've gotten reports about it. If you're worried about... Just remember, you gotta jump on the highest one you can and then jump on his head. Do that about 8 times and you'll be fine. Well, thank you for stopping by Music Plant. You'll know you're doing it right when you hear the music change and it gets more frantic. You know, just think of it as another attraction, really. We've tried to stop him, but he handed us a piece of paper. He said it was from the Supreme Court. He just said I can do whatever the fuck I want, and it's like I'm not 100% certain that's true, but like we don't really have the staff right now to kind of confirm, so we're just kind of letting it happen. Thank you for stopping by Music Plant. Honestly, man, I'd go there.
3, 2, 1, go!
Right. Now, in regard to if Yoko Ono is on the board of executives of our park, the law requires that I state no. But she knows a thing or two about dead musicians, and so, welcome. Thank you for coming to the park. Be sure that when you sign up for the skip the line pass, that you also give me the credentials of the next of kin as well, just in case. Not a big issue. We don't have checks bounce or anything very often. It's just thanks for stopping by Music Plant. Honestly, from what I've heard about like certain amusement parks in like the 1970s, I wouldn't be surprised if something like that could exist. In terms of insurance, we have no insurance. They're asking $30 billion given the circumstances of the park, you see. They're telling me things about, like, high risk. Personally, I have no idea what they're talking about. Yes, I understand that Disneyland is literally a mile and a half away, but have you also considered that you could save all the money on gas? And I think a tram killed a person one time in Disney World. You know, that's kind of fucked up.
3, 2,
And besides, the lines are a lot shorter around here. Most people don't like to get on the rides more than once for some reason. Thank you for stopping by Music Plant. It's been going on this entire stage. I'm waiting for a Defunct Land video essay on this place. Yeah. Now, the good news is the rides are never under construction. The bad news is the rides are never under construction. We don't have Harry Potter, but you ever see what the inside of a deer's skull looks like? We haven't had the chance to wash it off of the Tilt-A-Whirl yet. Welcome to Music Plant. You're right, we can't. Now, legally, we are not allowed to administer tetanus shots, but it is highly recommended. Now, in terms of COVID, listen, buddy. If this doesn't kill you, the COVID ain't gonna kill you, alright? Now, in terms of the alligators, I wouldn't worry about it. We know of about 6 of them. Somebody, the other manager told me that there's a 7th one with like half a tail missing, but I haven't seen it yet, so like I wouldn't worry about that. But you know, this is Florida. You know what to do. I like how we're still talking about Music Plant at the boss of the stage after it. The Kurt Cobain experience, yeah. Where everyone rides shotgun. Now, we have gotten a few complaints from the from the Foo Fighters lawyers. We told them to shut their commie mouths. Only tasteful humor tonight, yeah. I remember when this was a family-friendly stream. Now, regarding the guy who drives the thing that we can't, like, we haven't been able to stop him, you would just say, well, why not just take a gun or something and just, like, shoot him. Unfortunately, none of the people working here are legally allowed to own firearms in the state of Florida. So, we really just have no way to deal with the issue. Of course, we get to Sky Canyon next.
3, 2, 1, go!
Now, why aren't we? That's a story for another time. There used to be 7 alligators. Now, we aren't allowed to own firearms, but we are technically allowed to have the ammunition. So, if you'd be willing to help us out, we'd give you a low price on the ammo. And you don't just... you don't necessarily have to be 18, just... You don't have to be... You have to be not under 18, you know what I'm saying? Thank you for choosing, Music Plan. The lore of Music Plan. I mean, at this point, I'd be concerned that it's all just a big laundering scheme. Oh, I fell to my death. How's the actual game going? I kind of like blacked out for a while I was thinking of the lore, but we're at stage 1 of Sky Canyon. So we're getting there. Oh, whoa, that was a... I should have figured that that was a Knuckles-only route. Fair enough. Or maybe I could get to it from somebody else's perspective. Always gotta go through here now that I know I can do it. I like how all this lore was developed because I fell into a bottomless pit one time. Ripped off that pit for 3 acts and 2 bosses. Well, yeah, it's just like, you can make an excuse as to why, like, bottomless pits exist in a volcano, right? But when it comes to a musical theme park, it's a little less forgivable. If Knuckles, of all people, is going to fall into it and die, then what do you think about the 4-year-old who just, like, his parents saved up a lot of money so he could show up. You know, he just got an ice cream, took some pictures with his heroes. And then he's like, "Ooh, I wonder what's down there. I want to. Hey Jimmy, I bet you I can hang off the edge for $5." Yeah, you might be asking for the lawsuit. But the lawyers just constantly have their hands full in. Oh god damn it! The lawyers just constantly have their hands full in Florida. I'm sure. In fact, I'd say that the shit that's going on at Music Plant is probably like the less crazy shit that's going on in that 5-mile area. Right, exactly. Well, I mean, people do occasionally. I mean, very rarely, but I mean, obviously, if someone is going to die there, it's kind of big news, so you hear about it. Even if it happens once every, like, 10 years. I mean, people die in Yellowstone, too. Like, I kind of gave up on the idea of trying to, like, put a theme park together that's safe when I realized that Yellowstone had issued, like, a statement that it was very difficult to design their dumpsters because there was an overlap between some of the dumbest human beings and the smartest bears. Like, at that point, how do you make anything, like, not death-proof? I mean, it must really suck to be Goofy and having to give CPR to Grandma while It's a Small World plays in the background, though. Happiest place on Earth. I mean, maybe most peaceful for some. See, I missed that because I just can't get the distance. This game really lets you know, too. Like, you fall for seconds at a time. Whoa, I went through it. Okay. I've been to Disney World exactly one time, and although it definitely when I was 5 years old, so it definitely felt like I was gonna die at one point. And I swear, some of those rides really like test it. Like some of those, even if you're the right height and like the right weight, it feels like, especially for like water parks, it feels like you're very close to just going over the edge. And the climb up there's already frustrating enough, right? Like, oh, like if you're afraid of heights, you gotta like let it marinate for a while before you like start going down at hypersonic speeds. Maybe a little hyperbole, but it feels like it. Disneyland doesn't have the Eggman mech problem. Yeah, until Walt defrosts. Once God damn it. Once Walt figures out that the current CEO of Disney is Jewish, then we'll get something similar. He won't like that. Honestly, I'd like to imagine that, like, it's some Scooby-Doo type shit where Eggman is actually Walt Disney this entire time, trying to make the park look bad. It doesn't excuse everything else wrong about the park, but I mean, you gotta hand that one to Disney. Honestly, I think Walt Disney could unfreeze and like shoot a man and then call him a slur, and people would still be like, "Oh, are you gonna go see Avatar 2?" Like, tell me that wouldn't happen. James Cameron is Avatar Disney? Well, you get what I'm saying. I'm dead here, aren't I? If I get in the way of that, that looked like a very deadly slap. It ruined the joke. I'm sorry. It's only a matter of time, all right.